Welcome to Chiaroscuro Tarot, The Art of Living Life. This is going to be a pick-a-card reading on what themes you can expect to encounter in 2021. So there is also a companion video to this that I'll put a link down in the description box below, which is the general energies of the collective for 2021. This one is also a general reading, but it can be a little bit more specified to you. So if you want to check out that other reading as well, for the general collective energies of 2021, the general larger themes, this one will be a little bit more personal themes, ideally. We've got 4 decks to choose from. There will be a picture. I'll timestamp it with all of the other timestamps in the description box. You can just pause the video at that picture and kind of go where your intuition tells you. You could be drawn to the stones, you could be drawn to the pile. Just go kind of where you feel or where your eye goes, and that will be the message for you. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back, thank you. And if you're new, welcome as well. This will be pile number 1. This is a tiger eye stone. Pile number 2 is this stone. Pile number 3 is this stone, and pile number 4 is this stone. Couple of general rules. This is a general reading, so keep in mind that some of the energies in the reading may not resonate, since it is a general collective energy. So just take what does resonate, leave what doesn't. And if other people's energy shows up in the reading, it can be vice versa. So if I say maybe you're doing this and somebody else is doing this, it could be flipped. The energies could be flipped. So just take that, how that resonates as well. I did pull bottom of the deck card as energy kind of for 2021 in general for all of the piles. And it is have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. So this is going to be a year that you can make your dreams come true. You just have to believe in them. The work that you've been doing to make any dream come true, or perhaps you haven't been, maybe you haven't known, and this is the year that you find out what your dreams are. But this will be very focused on making your dreams a reality, even if it's just starting it this year, or you've been working on it and now it finally takes off into it, and all of the work pays off. So we're going to keep this guy in mind. I'll put it right there so I can see him or her, while I'm doing these other readings. And all right, I'm going to move on to deck number 1. If you chose deck number 1, the tiger's eye stone, man, the light in here is really just not showing how reflective this thing is. This one is bonkers. It is crazy reflective. Oh well. You'll just have to take my word for it that it's just insane. It looks great. Anyway. Alright, let's see the general energies for you for 2021. What is the theme going to be? Supermoon. Emotions are running high. Interesting. It's going to be an explosive year for you. Maybe even like an emotional roller coaster. Maybe things run so high that eventually you just can't take it and you retreat, and then you go and then you retreat. It's going to be a roller coaster of a year for you, emotionally. All right. Maybe even chasing your dreams is a little bit of an emotional roller coaster. Maybe it's something you're not really comfortable with, or there's highs and lows in what you are doing. Let's get some cards for what's going on. 2021, pile 1. That's it? There's a little bit more. Let's see if we can get a little bit more. Okay. All right. This is going to be a very crazy year. However, at the center of your reading, you have the Ten of Pentacles. So, worked correctly, this can be a year that you build a legacy for yourself, a family for yourself, something long term. You may have been working at it. Maybe you just started this year, or 2021. But it is something long lasting, something abundant, something prosperous, something stable, something definitely worth your investment. However, whatever you want to create, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle for you to see it, because you will have those emotions running high. When the King of Swords reverses, he can either be completely detached or completely emotional. So there is something that is blocking his ability to see the truth. He can't see it, or the truth is blocking his vision. His emotions are blocking his vision, or his truth is blocking his ability to see the truth, if that makes sense. Singularly focused on what he thinks is the truth instead of embracing just the general way of things. Instead of being open-minded, this is not open-minded. But when he reverses, he can be overly emotional. Emotions are getting in the way. And however negatively emotional you are feeling is causing you to think that things aren't worth your investment, that whatever you have invested in isn't going to go anywhere. And at some point you're going to be like, I just want to get rid of this. I just want to break free. I can't deal with continually putting effort into this. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles reversed. So you're either breaking free, you're finally getting sick of feeling negative like this and breaking free of that, or you're losing steam, this emotional, what's the word? Volatility is impacting your ability to invest in the dreams and the things that you want to create. This is all about your perspective. Again, we have you sneaking away from this dream, this long-term goal, this legacy, this everything. You're sneaking away because you're focused on why you are unhappy. Instead of focusing on what you're building, those emotions kick in, the disharmony around you kicks in, and you get distracted by it and you sneak over to it and you lose sight of this goal. It's totally achievable, by the way. So everything I'm saying here is not saying that you aren't going to achieve this year. It's just saying these are potential pitfalls to watch out for, because the energy of this year can create an insane amount of abundance for you. The way you currently are and what you are currently putting your attention toward is going to create blockages to you achieving that this year. And really tapping into that. The energy is still there. You can choose to view things differently. You can choose to not be blinded by your emotions. You can choose to do what you need to do to get your emotions under control, instead of engaging in things that feel bad over and over and over. Feels icky. I'm just going to continue to engage in this stuff that feels bad, even if it's about, the world and people are talking about, oh my God, everything's so bad. And you're like, yeah, I know. And you engage in it in that low negative vibe. You're sneaking away from the ability to create your own abundance and your own dreams, your own long-term stability, because you're distracting yourself and you're changing your vibe. Sometimes also with the Seven of Swords, I see cognitive dissonance. Traditionally, in the traditional Rider-Waite, you've got a man running, holding a bunch of swords, and his body is moving one direction, and his head is looking behind him, going in another direction. And that's why I see it as cognitive dissonance. Because your actions are going one way, but your mind and your thoughts are going in another. And so your behaviors and what you say and what you think, something's not lining up. So, in this case, Maybe your body, maybe you're instinctively moving toward this happy place, but your mind, your thoughts, the way that you communicate is actually taking you in a different, it could be taking you in a different direction. Maybe you talk about the negative too much, the ways that you're unhappy, the ways that the world is just so messed up, instead of viewing it as an opportunity to actually create a better world, to create something good and worth investing in. 2021 is going to be a big perspective shift for you. If you want to achieve your dreams, if you want to go for what you want, it's time to get out of the negativity and actually start focusing on those dreams and focusing on how to build them. Advice. Let's get an advice card. Ooh, 37. Never-ending story reduces to 10, reduces to 1. A new start. The never-ending story. This is time to close all loose ends. You know, all of the old mentalities that you have, that you've outgrown. It's time to close that, to end that story. End the stories and the narratives that you don't actually want, because you're engaging in the narrative you don't want. So it's time to stop doing that. It's time to start taking your emotions and put them towards things that feel good instead of towards things that don't. It changes your life. It changes your perspective. It changes what happens in 2021. So there's also an element of breaking karmic ties here. The ties that keep you chained to the past are now being broken so that you can move forward into a better future in 2021, so that you can actually create the life you want. That doesn't always feel good. It can be a little bit chaotic, but as long as you are focused on, I'm going to do what feels good, I'm going to refocus my energy to make myself feel better instead of engaging in these things that feel icky. As long as you do that, then this story will close and you get to start a new one. I like it. That's awesome. Oh boy, it's going to be a big year for you. The hardest part of this year will be controlling yourself. What you're choosing to think and feel. Also, keeping an open mind is going to be difficult for you because you're very used to engaging in the negative. But you have dreams, you have ideas, you have things that you want to work towards. Start focusing there. They already exist. Don't let yourself get jaded. This is the year to make them happen. And stop investing in things that aren't true. Open up your mind. There isn't only one truth. You're blinding yourself. You're limiting your perspective by only believing what you think is the truth and that there is no other truth. The truth is subjective. It always is. So open up your mind. Open up your heart. Open up your life perspective. Cut the ties that no longer serve you. I like it. All right, this concludes the reading for deck number 1. I'm going to move on to deck number 2. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And thank you for watching. If you picked deck number 2 for your reading about what's upcoming in 2021 for you, this is going to be the reading for you. Let's see what the general theme is for you. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is a very humanitarian sign. Can be a little bit detached. It's like it keeps its distance, but still wants to make things better. Wants a better world, not just a better life for itself. It wants a better world for everybody. Bring love into the situation. So there's something in 2021 that's going to require you to take a higher vibe stance, a compassionate understanding where you're bringing love into a situation you normally wouldn't have, because you've elevated your vibration. Right? Could be many situations throughout 2021 where you're learning to help. Not only are you just helping the collective energy, period, by bringing love into a situation, which is also very, very Aquarian, that collective energy. you're learning how to react to your life through a reaction of your choice instead of it just being automatic. And maybe you get involved into into something humanitarian as well. That's it. Oh, come on, give me a few more. Okay. We'll start with that. I might pull some more. Yeah, I want a few more. This is interesting, pile number 2. Ooh. There's a choice you're going to have to make this year. It's like the choice between love or money. Oh, shoot. I want to know why you feel like you have to make this choice. Why does the choice have to be made, and why can't... Because that's what I think this is. I think there's a choice between love or money. Love, the choice, money. You're looking over here, the way these cards are facing. So this is something you've been working on. There's something you want to create. A new, some kind of opportunity, some kind of job, some kind of career, something you've been putting your effort into, you want to create. But for some reason, love, over here, somebody coming in your life, the King of Cups, somebody who loves you, is coming in. And suddenly you're walking a tightrope. I want to know, though, why you have to have... Why does this have to be a choice? It's interesting you can't have both, because things are changing, and to have both burns you out. It's too much. It's too much going on. Too many things pulling your attention in different directions. Probably because this new opportunity, this little ace here, is a little baby. It's a little seed, and that's going to need a lot of attention to grow. Yeah, but, you know, love, a relationship, also needs a lot of attention to grow. And I think both, you don't have enough attention for both. No, you know what? I think that that's one situation, but I think that there's another. You think that there's a choice. You think you have to choose between love and an opportunity, a partner and an opportunity. But you don't. You may not as well. For some of you, these two things can be integrated. Things are going to be changing, faux show. They're going to be changing for the better, though. This is going to be a year of a lot of change for you. It's going to feel a little bit destabilizing, though. As change does. And this is also a little bit of a warning to you to watch, 1, your temper, bring love into the situation, and 2, to not be sidetracked by obstacles quite so easily. It's kind of like any little obstacle gets into your way, and you're like, oh no, that's not for me. I can't do that. Maybe have a little bit more chutzpah when it comes to obstacles this year, because I think you can actually get through them. Don't let obstacles, like even feeling like you have to choose, get in the way. Don't worry. So some of you can't have both. You'll know. Others of you, I think, are seeing these two things as separate when they can actually be combined. Bring love into the situation. Maybe you have a partner who loves you, who actually knows about helping you develop this. And if that's the case, you can merge the two. And then that's what this is bringing two together, merging the two. So for some of you, you won't be able to do that. Some of you, this is just, I'm feeling the pull in two different directions, and it's really going to destabilize you, because what are you going to do? Do you go after your dreams, or do you have at the expense of this love that you have, or do you go for the love and sacrifice your dreams? That seems like a no-win situation. Let's get some advice for those that are actually in that splitting situation. How to solve it. Maybe that is the solution. You have to, to bring it together. What's the solution to that? This is interesting. All right, if this person, for those who are pulled in two different directions, you can't integrate them. You have a partner who doesn't know anything about your dreams and can't be integrated into it. They want to do their own thing. For that scenario, the advice here is to let it go. Let go of the love. And keep doing your thing. Because that love will see how important this opportunity is to you, and they won't make you choose. They'll come back. Or they will understand that your dreams are calling to you, that you need to build this for you. And they'll still be there. We have the Six of Cups. They'll figure out a way. So this may just be talking to them. Bring love into the situation. Don't get mad. Talk to them about what's happening, about these changes. Because I'm seeing that this person is very supportive and will be very understanding. And they will understand something that they didn't before. But you aren't going to sacrifice your dreams. You're going to go for your dreams. And they're going to get on the bandwagon. Is what I'm seeing here. So, it feels like a choice. It's really not. Don't deal with this by yourself. Talk to that other person who really loves you. Bring love into the situation. You can keep it. You don't have to lose it. That is very, very, very interesting. Let's pull one more card for you. All right, we have one. Yang reversed. 2021. Take your time making decisions. Don't make rash decisions here. In fact, when Yang is reversed, it's a little bit more like Yin. It's time to be receptive. So when you feel you have to make a big decision, don't rush into it. Take your time, however long that needs to be. Do not let anybody rush you into making a decision. Because this is like the prep year. 2021 is the year that you can establish the right foundation for yourself, so that 2022 is the year of action, where this seed then grows into something else, into something beautiful. So also be careful with that temper. I'm seeing that fireball there, like fall into the ground, like you aren't handling maybe emotions quite so well. So make sure to stay in the vibe of love. What else? What else am I getting from this? the more you focus on not acting, the more you don't put that pressure to act on yourself. The more you release yourself from having to make a decision. That's when stuff comes. It's like these little stars here just kind of fall into your hands. You release a fireball, you release an explosion, something that's potentially explosive. You release it, and all these stars from the universe just come right into your hand. That's the key to 2021. All right, I hope this helps. This concludes the reading for deck number 2. If you like the reading, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And I'm going to move on to deck number 3. If you pick deck number 3, oops, we got a jumper. This stone. Oh, look, it kind of matches my scarf. This is the reading for you about what will be the themes for 2021. What's coming up for you in 2021? Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal Moon. Also, don't forget about this. Have faith in your dreams. Be bold and make the first move. I think it's time for you to go after what you want in 2021. You're going to be making some moves. You're going to be shaking some things up. In this imagery, it's kind of hard to see. So there may be times where you don't have all of the information that you need. This is not about being rash, but this is about you doing things to the best of your ability and making calculated first moves. Thoughtful and going for it. Going for what you want, even if you aren't sure about how you're going to get it. Because ultimately what you want, the goal, is what your focus should be on. How you achieve it is less important. But it's time to make moves toward your goals. Right, let's get some cards for what's going on for you. Pile number 3 in 2021. Wow. 2021. This is going to be a big year for you. This is about setting yourself free. There's some healing you've been ignoring. Number 1. Something that has hurt you probably quite far in the past that needs to be healed. And either you're kind of slowly healing it, but it's something you don't really want to face. It's something you don't really want to acknowledge. It may get you to be too emotional. And I think that you're going to face it this year. You're actually going to take off the blinders in 2021, and you're going to allow yourself to heal, is what I'm feeling with this. It gives you a deeper understanding then of who you are. Higher level truths come to you, that you have inside of you due to these experiences that you've had. And then I think you're going to be leading. You're going to be guiding. Be bold and make the first move. This is almost like you're going to be, in a way, changing the world with the knowledge that you've gained from the ways that you've been really hurt and really messed up. That higher understanding allows you to help other people through 2021. And maybe even, more. But there's something about this with 2021, which is what sets you apart from the rest. You're able to guide, you're able to lead, you're able to comfort, you're able to instruct. However, there's a little delays to this happening. Because until you recognize that you still have to do, you have to do this healing. You have to face what you don't want to face. You have to set yourself free. Until you do that, you aren't going to be able to manifest this, to manifest what you want, to guide people in the way that you want to make an impact on the world in the way that you want to. I also think here that you're helping people who feel stuck start tapping into their ability to create, their ability to manifest, by helping them see themselves for who they really are in a way. But I think mainly, that's for a few of you, but I think mainly what this message is that 2021 is about you healing. You have to face the ugly, you have to face the trauma, you have to face the things you don't want to, because the information that lies in there and the understanding about yourself and the way in the universe and all of the things that you will learn will be instrumental in you helping people in 2021. But you won't be able to until you wake yourself up, until you release yourself from the binds of those traumas. And you have to have a higher, full understanding of what they are. Now, have faith in your dreams. Maybe it is part of your dreams to heal something, to help others heal. But you can't heal others until you know how to heal yourself. So in 2021, you're learning how to heal yourself, and the knowledge from this experience is what allows you to be bold and make a first move and be one of the people on the leading edge of helping the world be the better place in a very different way. But you won't be able to do that until you understand your own pain and free yourself from it as well. This may also be a mentor, somebody that can guide you, that comes around in 2021 that helps you deal with this. Or it could even be getting professional help, like seeing a therapist, where you aren't going to want to do it, but it's something that at some point you realize you don't have the knowledge to deal with this and you need professional help. Once you get that, you're going to resist it a little bit. You're not going to want to do it, but soon you're going to see the value of releasing yourself from the binds, seeing things for what they really are, and then you're able to create the life that you want. Wow. This is going to be an intense year for you. Really magical, though. I mean, by the end of the year, you could be manifesting the life that you want, free of the bonds of hurts and karma and all of that stuff. You could be completely free of it, but it's up to you, because you're going to have to look at some stuff you really don't want to. And gain the higher understanding of it. Let's get some advice for you. I'm also feeling for a few of you that you've been feeling stuck, and 2021 is the year where you get unstuck. But this only happens with a perspective shift from you. It's another timeline in this. Let's get an advice card. This one will do. A change in the wind. Things are changing. Whoa. The wind blows and it changes. This is going to be a lot of change this year. So buckle up. Don't resist it. Go with it. Because great things happen. It's almost like when I'm looking at this, like if the wind blew and you could see all these leaves and stuff flying out of this tower, like old stuff has been in there, and the wind blows and suddenly all the leaves from the past 10 years are being blown away. And then you can actually see this magnificent structure. The old is getting blown away. The things that change are the old getting blown away. And even understanding that will give you a lot of solace in 2021, because it feels far more stable then. Like, okay, I've got to break all these karmic chains. I got to do all this stuff. I got to heal my trauma. I've got to allow myself to heal so that I can help people in the way that I want to. I'm releasing all the old. I'm releasing all of it. It's getting blown away. So if something uncomfortable happens, you can recognize that that's what's happening and it's not a big deal. Then it's kind of like, oh, good. Finally, those leaves are gone. And it's one step closer to me understanding what I need to know to help people. This concludes the reading for deck number 3. Good luck on your journey. It sounds really exciting to really line up with yourself even more and start manifesting the life you want by doing the soul searching and the work that you need to do. It sounds great. And thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And I'm going to move on to deck number... If you chose deck number 4, this stone, this will be the reading for you on what to expect from 2021. So don't forget, we have this Have Faith in Your Dreams card that I read a little bit earlier, and this will be the general theme for you. South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. The South Node is also where you're most comfortable. It's something you're very familiar with in astrology. It's a very comfortable placement. So you may want to find out where your South Node is, what house it's in, because then that can help provide a little bit more clarity of what you will be dealing with in 2021. But the South Node is what you're comfortable with, but it can also be karma. It can be the past lives, or just the past in this life. But it is something you're comfortable with. It's something you know well. And so some of us will stay there, whether it's good or bad, because it's comfortable, familiar, and we know what it is. It's not always bad. Don't let your past hold you back. Sounds so ominous. Sometimes it can just be that I'm really, really good at this and comfortable with it, and it isn't what's going to propel me toward my own personal evolution, but it is comfortable for me to stay there. All right, let's find out more. That's quite a lot. That's good. 2021. I think that this is less about your past and this is more about where you're comfortable. Don't let where you're comfortable hold you back, because I'm seeing some things that you are working on. You may be very tired in 2021. We have the 9 of Wands reversed. I feel like that's kind of like exhaustion. That may also be a little bit of paranoia based on past experiences that could play into this. So that could be the past part. I'm seeing you being very inspired and starting to invest and work in to improve, to master some kind of skill, passion that you have, where you're taking it to the next level. You're learning about it more. You're doing it more. You're getting better and better and better and better and better at it by doing it, which also improves your standing, I think. Like, more people are going to want what you have to offer because you're getting better at it and you're doing it more. Not that you're bad, but this is kind of about perfecting. You're fine-tuning and perfecting the passion and the ideas that you have. However, you're struggling a little bit to manifest abundance with it. And I think it's because your attention is being divided. This is you being trapped by what is comfortable. There's something your attention's being divided between two different things. Maybe you've got a job and a passion. Maybe you've got two different people you're interested in, but there's a two thing here that where your attention is being divided and you aren't going to be able to juggle that anymore. And so one option is the past. It's alluring, it's tempting to have it. Maybe it provides you with stability or financial security in some way, but it's not actually really good for you. The other way is the creative, exciting, passionate way, the way that is the path of your soul. You feel so connected to it, and yet there's a hesitation in just fully engaging in that as well. And I think a lot of it's because you're tired. I don't think you know what to do. And you're trapped by the old way. Ooh. Let's get some advice. All right. There's a lot going on here. But this is kind of like there's a rebirth that's happening. Just be patient. Because I think at some point you're going to know when it's time to move on from the things where you're comfortable. As you become aware that you're staying in things because they're comfortable and not because you're passionate and that they light your fire, once you become to that awareness, you're kind of going to transform into this baby. It's kind of like a rebirth, and you're going to patiently wait for the opportunity to move forward. So this is simply an energetic shift. In 2021, you're going to recognize the things that you are staying with because they're comfortable. Once you recognize that, you're going to start providing yourself with proper care, and you're shifting your perspective, which in turn, the right opportunities will kind of present themselves to you for you to move forward out of the comfort zone and into the new place where you want to go. But it all starts, this is going to be a theme throughout the whole year. So this is going to happen in a wide variety of areas for you, especially with regards to building your dreams, whatever you're dreaming about, whatever you want in life. And those things the comfort things that are distracting you, that are preventing you from being able to manifest the abundance and the creativity and the enterprises and the relationships and the things that you desire. Once you recognize it for what it is throughout 2021, then that you're going to be able to make that shift in your head. You're going to be able to energetically make that shift, and then something new will come to you that will be more in alignment with maybe your north node, which is another one to look at because that's opposite the south node. The north node is where you should be moving to using the gifts of the south node. So you want to be somewhere in the middle. Too far in your south node and there's no forward movement. Too far in your north node and you're way too uncomfortable to actually be going anywhere. So you want the gifts and the things you understand of the south node, the comfortable past things that you've learned that you're comfortable with. You want to use those as a foundation to springboard yourself into the evolution of the north node, but not too much because it's too uncomfortable there then. That's what you're going to be doing this year. You're going to be finding that balance between what's comfortable and what's uncomfortable, but where you need to go for your own evolution. And kind of establish how you're going to work that out, how you're going to balance that so that you can actually pursue your goals in a way that is fairly comfortable, but you'll at least have some kind of foundation instead of your foundation being things that aren't working for you, that aren't helping you, but you're just there because you need the money or something like that. Let's get some final advice for you. One card, please. For deck number 4, pile number 4. Okay. 25. Round and round, reversed. There's a healing that you're resisting. Healing the past. And exchanging gifts. Appreciating the gifts that you will be having. There is going to be an exchange, man. Once you get yourself in the right, something's just coming to you. I'm telling you. What you want, those it will just open up for you. But you have to heal the past. Whatever you're resisting letting go of needs to be let go of. I kind of want to look this one up, just to make sure I'm not missing something. Interesting. This is also about learning your own responsibility in the past. So instead of just being a victim of your past, you own your own participation in it because you were there. You have a role to play in it, even if that was just letting somebody do something, or maybe you encouraged, enabled, exacerbated things. Maybe this past, what past this is talking about, where it references down at the bottom, don't let the past hold you back, is maybe how you've malfunctioned. You maybe are beating yourself up too much about the ways that you didn't do things right. And that's why you think you can't do it. And so you don't think that you deserve the abundance. So you're staying trapped to the things that are comfortable, even though they're no longer working for you and propelling you forward. And then you can't go after your passion and continue to develop what you want. This is going to be a huge year for you. I would also say with this, I think that there are going to be people in your life that are going to give you little hints that maybe they see things in you that you don't see in yourself. They are encouraging you to do things that you don't think you can. I would listen to that. That supportive energy. Even if you think you don't deserve it, you don't always get what you deserve, you get what you need. And right now you need to hear that you can do it so that you do. And you release the past. Yeah. And then you can move forward in generating abundance. Whew. This is going to be a big year for you. This feels like a lot. I'm not going to lie. This is a lot. But if you do this, if you take this seriously, and you start focusing on what you want to create and leave the comfort zone of the past, or of how you've done things in the past, or it's time to forgive yourself for messing up in the past, or whatever it is. Forgive other people for messing up in the past. I'm wondering also a little bit if this is the gift, exchanging gifts, the gift of saying I'm sorry, of owning your own role in what you did, because this is suggesting a little bit that that you were ignoring the role you played. So maybe you end up telling somebody you're sorry for what you did. It doesn't absolve the other person of their responsibility, but it shows a higher level of understanding and maturity because you're owning your part. Maybe that helps set you free. For some of you, that may resonate. All right, this concludes the reading for deck number 4 for 2021. Enjoy this. This could be a monumental year for you. If you do the right stuff, you get to move toward your dreams instead of continuing in the past way that isn't working for you anymore. If you like the reading, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time.